Okay, we're starting over a little bit. I had a phone call come in I had to take, so we're jumping back on and back to what we were doing. Anyway, reviewing sales I made. Didn't get anything this weekend to go over, but made some sales, and we're going to go over. So, jumping back into it. A couple of fun books. Sherlock Holmes. These aren't, of course, aren't by Arthur Conan Doyle. These are Sherlock Holmes solo mysteries. There was a batch of paperbacks. I actually sold another two of them. Are these? These are kind of like choose your own adventure, or like you write the clues down and figure them out as you go along. This sale was I've sat on these for a while. So this sale was. Did I just sell something else? $7 shipped. I've been sitting on these, so I gradually kind of drew it down over time. So I sold another couple of these for probably $8 for a pair, shipped. So we will go with that. Now, next up, that was an offer declined. Okay, never mind. An offer expired. Okay. All right. I had an alert pop up. Needed to make sure what it was. So next, this one. Learn from the legends, chess champions. $14 here. Chess books. When I get them for $1 a piece or cheaper, I grab them without even looking them up. Chess books do well, even if you got a lot of them up. I've found where I buy every one I can. There's some that sell. I've sold 10, 15, $20, or there's some that are really expensive. And there's some that are $2, $3 a piece. That some chess masters wrote them, and I've sold lots of books in lots for $3 a piece, and you get 3 or 4 of them together, and you get 12, 9, 10, 12, $15 for a handful of books. So chess books are always worth grabbing. So this one, this specific one, learned from the legends chess champions at their best. This is a 2005 book. $14 on that one. So chess has never seemed to really go out of style. So I'm going to put those there. Next, Scotland. A Story of a Nation by Magnus Magnuson. That's like the least Scottish name ever. And writing a thick Scottish history book. $10 shipped. I got this probably for a quarter at the Last Chance Goodwill, which is why I snagged it. I will grab a history book for a quarter. There's a flea market I go to, and people like history books. People like pop history, particularly out at the flea markets. I can sell Civil War history books out there forever, but this one is in decent condition, hardcover. History of Scotland, $10 shipped. So good find there. So I think if I wasn't the cheapest on eBay on this book, it was really close. So that one pretty good. Next, had these, and I think I talked about these not too long ago. These Ace Doubles science fiction books. And look at that trick. That trick. So, Ace Doubles. 2 books in one. Occasionally you'll find a popular author. One of these is an Andre Norton. That I had this one. Yeah. I had this one up by itself for a while, trying to get about $10 for it. No go. Kept pricing it. It kept drawing the price down. I had these 2 in a box because I can't seem to not get these when I see them, even for $1 or $2 a piece. So this lot went for $9. Got my money back. May have made a little bit on it, but This is actually a lot that the more you have, kind of the more you can get per book. If you've got 20, 25 of these, you can get closer to maybe $2 to $3 a book on these because people like buying the big collections. So something to keep in mind for those when you grab these, if you get a good supply all at once, and you can get them for a reasonable price like 50. I would say don't buy these for more than 50 cents a book if you're going to flip them. Next, we're going to go with Sword of Truth paperback novels. This was a $18 sale. Boom. Not just 3 books, but I'm going to double check. 7 books. A few more here. 17 for those all 7 books. I'd actually sold 5 of them, I think, in a previous sale for about $12. But that was a situation. It fell through. I got them back. So I found a couple more I think I got a couple more at half price at Goodwill, and that's when I decided to get them. So I got those and added them on and sold. Those sold pretty quick. And they're not like the binding's fine. But there's some spinal crack, but the pages are all in your common reading wear, and they're all kind of in this shape. No markings that maybe a couple things in covers or something like that, but nothing. But these went 7 books, $17. So a little over $2 a book for this set. Again, more you got, the better you're going to do here. If you have the full set, you can get probably $3 to $4. You may even be able to get over $3 a book if you have the full set all at once. But when they put them out at Goodwill, I think I got the first. I actually let them sit. I did not want to pay full price on them, so I just let them sit on the buy. I kind of moved them all to the bottom shelf because I knew there was a good chance, unless somebody really wanted them, that they were going to sit there. And I did not want to pay $1 a piece for them. I wanted to get them at 50 cents a piece, and I did. So I let them sit on the bottom shelf, and I grabbed them when they went on to half price. So strategy to think about when you're buying, if you know your kind of the other people at your Goodwill, and if you know who's not going to grab what, you can move the stuff around a little bit to where it's a little harder to see. Keep it on the bookshelf. Don't stash it, but put it on the bottom shelf, and where people can't see it, and let it sit. And it's one of those situations. Don't do this with books you're going to make a lot of money on. Grab those. But if you got something like this where I could sell that in a lot, and it's no big skin off your back to not get them, and then I'll get those if they go half price. If not, you don't want to buy it. So that's what I did there. Okay, next up, this was the good sale. The hymnal for worship and celebration. Actually, I used these. The church I went to in college, we used the red version of this, and I think there's a couple different versions of this depending on the type of Bible you use. I think there's one that uses King James, and there's some that use NIV, or a couple different versions that they would sell, because they would use certain Bible versions of them when they quoted a verse in them. So $25. This is one of the more expensive hymnals I've actually ever sold. I don't know that it's not the color cover that actually helps sell it. Clean hymnal set. I will buy a hymnal for $1 any day of the week if it's clean and good. I like Baptist hymnals, typically, like older hymnals, but I've got a box over there that stuff's continuously flowing into and out of. And a lot of that's my Bible and hymnal box, and stuff is going through it all the time. So hymnals, this one's $25. this is a 1986 hymnal. I don't know that it was a little bit later printing, but this hymnal was kind of put out in '86. So worth getting. If you're ever at a church yard sale, if you're ever at a church sale, go and ask them if they've got hymnals, because a lot of churches are getting away from using physical hymnals, particularly churches that are growing and getting. That's another subject. But there's churches, or they may just be updating their hymnals, and they're getting rid of some that may have been used for a long time. Ask them for a donation for their hymnal, but their box of hymnals, and you may be surprised at what you can get. So, also another one. The more you find, the better you can do. Sometimes I've picked up, like, a church donated their hymnals to Goodwill. I grabbed I've gotten boxes of hymnals before, and some that wouldn't have necessarily sold individually. You will find other congregations need hymnals, and they're always kind of surfing on eBay, maybe for specific editions, and they'll grab them, and they'll pick them up, and you can make some deals and get a church some hymnals. So worth looking at. All right. Finally, what else we got? Scroll. Okay. Last sale. Toy time. John Deere Green. I saw this was I got an estate sale, and everything was half price on a Saturday. Was it Saturday morning? Everything was half price, which is actually a little unusual here in town. Usually, you gotta get this after lunch Saturday one thing. But this is a lot of John Deere implement toys, all die cast. All these are modern manufacture. These are all complete in a display case. None of these were played with. It was just a guy who collected them. So there's various ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me check the listing. Yep. 6. These specific 6 $48 shipped for all these. I spent about $2 a piece on them, which is about the most I'll spend on die-cast stuff that I'm not very familiar with. But one of those instinctual things, I better grab these. I've got a couple other lots out there for sale, and it's not going to be before Christmas. I may bring them out to the flea market and see if I can get $3 a piece if they don't sell by about November. I'm usually able to do a December flea market sale right before Christmas, and that's usually a good day out at the flea market. So, but these went for $48 shipped, and I was pleased, very pleased with that sale. So that pays for. I think I spent $20-something at that sale to get all these together because I got a couple other lots. So that was pleasant when that popped. So and Goodwill run this afternoon, and maybe we'll have some more sales, and we'll see what we got. And I will see you tomorrow morning. And I think this may wind up being a good clip because I didn't see the funky stuff happen. So have a good day.